In 2 rounds, it was over.
After that first knockout in the second round, you notice that Ngannou was no longer himself. For some other person, probably after that first knockout, they would have just given up. But he stood again, got the second one, stood again, and got the third one. So you could see that Ngannou was no match for Anthony Joshua. Let's forget all the paparazzi that surrounded that game. Of course, you know, this is boxing. The hype is always high. Going into that match, I already said it that Joshua was going to win that match. Was it going to end in 2 rounds? I didn't expect to end in 2 rounds, but maybe in the 3rd or 4th round. But the outcome clearly shows that Joshua is not in his place.
The reason why a lot of people thought that he was going to defeat Joshua was what he did to Fury. And you know, people have had that argument that Fury is going to beat Anthony Joshua anytime, any day. But we saw the look on Fury's face when that punch landed on Ngannou. I'm sure Fury was thinking, oh my God, will I ever fight this guy? Shoulda, woulda, coulda, fight this guy. What do you think about the match?
Not taking, taking out what the prices actually did today with Tyson Fury. You know, that actually, made a contest. People actually thought it's going to be very, very tough to. Yeah, having said that, Joshua have actually tested defeats, and then right now he's winning his first. This is actually his 4th straight match he's winning. He'll be looking forward to actually coming on the way to reclaim his double championship again. And of course, Francis, he knows actually where he belongs to. A singer overnight, coming to be a footballer. Yeah, it's actually difficult. It's a difficult one.
But one more place, Ngannou got it all wrong. When he fought against Fury, you discovered that he had a lot of things at stake. He was fully guiding himself. He wanted to make a statement, and for a lot of people, he would have won that match if not for the judge's decision. A lot of people felt that he won the match, but the judges decided to give it to Tyson Fury. He came on the background of that.
Yeah.
And he was fighting Joshua, not guarding himself. If you watch how those punches came, Joshua was actually measuring his face, and he was not guarding at all.
I think he was
on 3 occasions.
True. I think I would say it's as a result of overconfidence.
Yes, overconfidence.
Whether we like it or not, in all the fights that Ngannou fought in the UFC, he made, I think, $600K or so. But in just one night, just yesterday, in fact, in the 2 fights he has had with Joshua and Fury, he has made 30 million.
That Iranian man will not go back to UFC.
Yesterday, appointment with the referees that officiated his team's match day 24 MPFL encounter with Rivers United. The Pride of Rivers held the Kano Bay side to a 1-1 draw at the Adokie Amesemaka Stadium in Port Harcourt. In his post-match thoughts, May Kaba bemoaned the referees for their biased officiating while calling on the league body to investigate the match. His words: "I salute my boys for giving a good fight this evening, but an advice to all the league governing body. It is important to call the actions of all these referees," he said. "If the league body will have time to go into the video of this game from the beginning to the end, they will know what happened. We are supposed to have won the 3 points, but in the end, it was only 1 point that we got."
We've seen referees being sanctioned this season. At some point,
before we came here, you were telling us about the match that
Doma and Eyimba in Aba.
So if that happened with Doma and Eyimba, and then
this is happening
between Rivers and Kano, it means it was a total mess in day match 24 in the end. And what happened between Doma?
Between Doma and Eyimba, Eyimba scored a goal, and that goal was disallowed for offside. After the center referee has consulted his assistant referee, they decided that that goal was an offside. Then Eyimba protested. It led to a protest, and in the NPFL, they've not employed VAR.
Yeah.
Then the referee went out to watch a VAR. Maybe it's a replay of the match.
Which VAR did you watch?
We don't know. We saw a clip of him going into the dressing room or somewhere, watched a clip and came back, then awarded the goal. Now, Doma United on their part felt that you've disallowed the goal, you've disallowed it. Let that stand. And they said they were not going to continue the match, only for the ref to see off the game and blew the whistle at the end of the final whistle. Now, the thing is, at what point has VAR been employed in the NPFL? Never. Since when do referees go out after making a decision to go and watch a video clip and come back to reverse the decision? Never.
Yeah. It isn't actually crazy, except the way you saw it. Yeah,
do we have VAR in the
first place?
Can you allow me to make my point, Friday? I think.
Answer the question.
Hello, can you allow me to?
No, do we have VAR or
You
not?
want me to tell you yes or no?
Okay.
Can you allow me to make my
Don't make your
First of all, this issue, that of Cardiff Pillars and the Rivers United and what you just narrated now, is a two different scenarios altogether. I think for that of Cardiff Pillars, they've actually suffered, a lot of punishment due to infringement. So if they feel that they were badly maltreated in Rivers, I think they just have to do the needful, follow the rightful procedure, write an appeal to the LMC, and then of course make sure they get justice. And I would say that this stands a chance to lose that free point and to be punished. Yes, absolutely. Look, this is
on what ground?
Look, because simple. The referee you said did not allow that goal initially. Ab initio. Now he consulted with his referee and awarded the goal.
Cancelled the goal.
He consulted his assistant referee
and still cancelled
the goal after cancelling the goal in the first instance.
Now stop holiday. Now you are not used to told that he went and watched the clip.
Yes.
Then came back
and awarded the goal. Yes.
You know, what ground would you boycott a match? I want to ask you.
Now,
no, tell me how you must boycott a match.
What clip did he go to?
What clip did he go to?
What clip?
What clip did he go to?
Louis, you cannot employ a device in the middle of a match.
Please,
what clip did he go to watch?
He's the central referee. He's going to write a report on
why are you supporting?
Why are you supporting illegality?
What did he go to watch? What did he go to watch? Is there VAR?
You just said, even in EPL, we have seen these things happen in EPL. We have seen a goal awarded in EPL after the match, and nobody ever boycotted the match. If you feel you are mistreated, you apply, you appeal. Why would you boycott the match?
No, I'm not saying Louis, I'm not saying Doma United boycotting the match is actually right. But two wrongs does not make it right. Now, the thing is,
even the EPL, the Premier League, we've seen it. We've still make controversial calls. But on what ground will you boycott this way? I want to give you, I'll show you that anybody is going to get that 3 points, and Doma is going to be surely punished for that.
Even the referee is going to be punished because.
It's a take home for you. If you think you are not,
I'm not saying.
There are channels.
You're not getting my point. Doma United boycotting the match is against the rules of the game. And I'm not in support of that. What I'm not in support of that. Wrestling, we got a clean sweep, 6 gold medals in wrestling. That made a total of 7, and we maintained our 4th position on the medal standings at the moment. So we'll keep our fingers crossed and keep our minds open and be optimistic that we get more medals. We've not gotten to athletics yet, and you still have Algeria and South Africa right in front of us behind Egypt. In the last 2 editions, we finished 2nd position behind Egypt, and as it stands at the moment, Egypt are far ahead with 6 gold medals, while the rest of us are still in. I think Algeria is in about 12 or thereabouts, while South Africa has 8, and we have 7. So what it means is Egypt are looking very bright to retain that title. But we'll hope and see what happens. Today we'll be playing our 2nd games in the men and women's football for the Flying Eagles and Boso. We hope they get a win against the South Sudan, while the under 20 girls also.
Are you aware that your friend Boso lost his friend?
Okay, well, I am very much aware. Well, about 840 athletes are due to arrive in Abuja's city center from the 8 centers where the preliminaries of the maiden edition of Barrister Nyesom Wike FCT School Sports Festival 2024 will be taking place. The arriving athletes are the winners and in some cases runners-up in their respective events from the zones, which is built for February 22nd to March the 2nd. Only dealing with infrastructure in the FCT. He has also took care in sports.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden we have seen the name change. I just would wish it to be sustainable, because we all know that the study appointment lasts for only 4 years. I would wish that in the next 4 years we don't see.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah, Friday Joshua Abuja Festival for Sports or whatever. So yeah, I would say said that, I think what we look up to is sustainability and what you get to do with these boys after all this said and done. That's actually where my own interest lies.
We must first of all commend the FCT secondary school sports department for bringing this back again. This event last took place 25 years ago, and they're coming up with it again. The preliminary stage was FCT school sports festival, and just to get the minister deeply involved, they had to change the nomenclature to Barrister Yesom Wute, knowing fully well that he enjoys sport. He's responsible for Rivers United triumph in the APFL during his days as governor. So just like Louis said, we hope there's going to be sustainability. Apart from sustainability, after this sports festival, the best of the best from this sports festival, what is going to happen to them? I hope there will be scouts and there will be a leverage for them to actually take sports.
With his developmental strides in sports that, like we've seen in Rivers State, you can rest assured knowing that he is one man who is going to do everything to ensure that the FCT will do better in the next
National Sports Festival.
Manchester City, I did say earlier, it was a blockbuster performance from those two teams. Anytime they meet, you expect wonders. Manchester City, if you ask me, did not give a good account of themselves. They would have buried that game early enough if they were, I don't know, is it the tension, is it the crowd, what was it for Manchester City yesterday that made them play the way they played?
The two teams actually gave the entire world in football to actually behold. And of course, you could just, there was absolutely no how a City were just outrun Liverpool.
Tell them.
No, absolutely it wasn't possible. First of all, these are.
So can we say the best team in England at the moment is Arsenal?
Yeah, definitely. As for me, let me tell you this. Look, the most prepared team to win this season's EPL is going to be Arsenal. To me, I don't know. I have to tell you this because look, they have in-depth in squad. They have a good bench. They are not training anything, and they have about 45 goals plus. Now, Liverpool have 39 goal plus, and of course, Man City about 35 or thereabout. Now, you see all these things we still come to count. And of course, this league, you can agree with me, it's about nine games to go. Everything is going down to the wire, and all these things is going to count. If an Arsenal squad anybody can score, and these people have entered the squad. They declare Rice, Jorginho is there. Partey has not even come back. Nobody's talking about Partey again. And of course, Timber is not there. Saliba is there, and of course, there is absolutely no lapses anyway. To me, I give it to a Liverpool side, an Arsenal side.
An Arsenal side. I was talking to someone on Saturday, and he says anybody can win the league. Liverpool can win. Manchester can win again. I was like, you want them to win 4 times straight? And he says yes. And I'm like, no, that will not be good for the EPL. And he says anybody can win except Arsenal. Is that just wishful thinking?
No,
do you see
Arsenal is very much more prepared to win the league than any other person.
This title this time around, knowing how they blew it away last season.
Yeah, looking at the outcome of past games, Arsenal are very, very prepared. But the future games is going to tell us how, because we've seen Arsenal over the years going towards the end, they just blew their chances. And of course, with Liverpool and Manchester City trailing Arsenal, it is not yet Uhuru. They can be prepared for all they want. If they don't get their games right in the future, these guys can just come from nowhere and outrun them.